Yeah, this is our first sort of coaches meeting at Peter Piper. This is a new venue to have our coaches meeting. Get a lot of people. Figure you can bring the family out and they can play some games. The kids have dinner of it. We were doing it at some schools before in the library and whatnot, but this is it's a new venue for us, and I think we're going to continue the coaches meeting here just for anybody new. It makes it a little bit easier with the families to come out here and make an evening of it. So thanks so much for taking time out of your busy week to be here, especially for new-time coaches and returning coaches that have heard this spiel before. Thank you guys, appreciate you being here. So we're going to be posting this on YouTube for the people that couldn't make it, so thanks for watching at home. I'm just going to give you guys a quick outline of what we're going to be covering in this, try to make it under an hour, about 45-50 minutes. So I'm going to introduce myself, some of the staff that's here tonight. Going to talk the difference about a head coach versus an assistant coach and what those roles are. Some of you may see that you're the only name on the roster and you probably signed up to be an assistant coach, but shows that you're the main coach, so we'll go over that as well. Going to talk about a little bit about the venue. So we have people representing about 3 or 4 different venues here tonight. So we'll go over briefly a couple of those. Talk about just I-9 Sports, how we're different from some of the other leagues out there, what sets us apart. Then we're going to do a little inside look at the season. We're going to overview the week by week just to see what the different weeks we have. And then we'll get into just some coach expectations and parent communication of what we expect from our coaches. We'll have a brief Q&A if you guys do have questions, and then afterwards we do have some of our staff instructors here tonight. If you have specific questions related to the sport, you can talk to them about that as well. So, just a show of hands, how many first-time I-9 Sports coaches do we have? Wow, awesome, cool. Well, welcome, yeah, this is great. This is exactly why we have you come out here before the season starts, to give you guys a good overview, so on opening day you guys are comfortable with what's happening. Awesome. So before we get started, I want to just give you a little teaser video. This is some video that one of our site staff put together at our Arrowhead location. Just a little promo video, but it gets you a nice little spirit about what the league is and how, what we represent here. So.
For a year now, and I like it because the practices are on the same day as the game. It's very organized, and you know what to expect time and time again, and season again.
Hi, my name is Brent. I coach iOS 10, which is basically 5, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds youth soccer. I-9 is awesome because we really enjoy it just as parents, watching the kids really focus on themselves and us not necessarily having such a competitive spirit, but being more focused on just the kids enjoying themselves and having a good time.
Today's sportsmanship value for our medals is going to be about being a good teammate. Does anyone have a really quick example of being a good teammate? That's a good basketball example. What about in real life? What about being a good teammate? How about when you help your parents clean the kitchen? You're on the team in your family, right? So coaches and I are going to be looking for really good teammates today. That means I should see a ton of passes. Ton of good passes, tons of talking on offense and defense. Hey, I got my man. I got your man.
just through this community, we've got some lifelong friends now. We've got kids that are always wanting to be on the same team year after year, and I-9 accommodates that. They allow us to be able to have the buddy system with the team so that we can choose what teams we want to be on the next year if we've played with other kids before, and it allows us to really create good relationships. I love I-9. I'm going to be back next season. See ya.
1, 2, 3, highlight! Go, go! Big blue bug, come here. Come here, guys, come on. I'm not gonna cry, but y'all gonna make me cry. Come here. Come here. Loud as we can. I-9 football on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I-9 football!
All right, so hope you guys enjoyed that. It's pretty cool. So, who am I? So, I'm Aaron Finger. I'm the program director. I've been part of I-9 Sports now for about 3.5 years. I started July of 2013. Originally from Phoenix. I got 2 kids. Those are my boys there. One's 6 and one's 3 now. Used to be in the film business. Was a visual effects producer for about 15 years, and was living in India at the time, and just wanted to change of direction. You know, the last movie I did in India was Penguins of Madagascar, and they wanted us to move to China afterwards, and just didn't feel like traveling. Wanted to kind of settle down, plan roots, and do something where I can have my kids be a part of the organization and, you know, part of the business. So they're in it now. You know, my older one's doing flag football this season. The younger one is doing soccer. So pretty cool. Big departure, obviously, from the movie industry, but, you know, instead of producing movies, now I'm doing, you know, sports league. So it's related to all that organization and stuff that goes into it. It's pretty similar. But yeah, so it's about 3.5 years now. We started, our first season was the winter of 2014 with about 156 kids, and this season we're 12 locations and about 1,600 kids. So it's definitely growing, you know, since we started it, which is a great thing. So just recently, this summer, I picked up another franchise in the Ahwatukee and Goodyear area. So I just expanded out there, and that kind of makes up the 12 locations. So we have Paradise Valley, you know, Glendale, North Scottsdale, North Phoenix, and now Goodyear, Ahwatukee, and soon to be adding a location in Levine. So right now there's just one other franchise owner of I-9 Sports, and he's like Chandler, Queen Creek, Gilbert, and like North Scottsdale area. So I want to introduce some of our staff. This is Fidel Torres. He's T-ball instructor, been with I-9 for a couple of years. Started as a volunteer parent, you know, coach, and now has been staff with us for a couple of years, 2 years. Robert Centeno, he's going to be at Roadrunner Park. He's our site manager, but he also coaches basketball, soccer. He's been with I-9 before I started the business, so definitely knowledgeable of everything. This is Craig. He's one of our soccer instructors over at Esperanza. I think that's, and then James Olson. He's flag football, has been a couple seasons. He's over at Roadrunner Park as well. So obviously a lot more staff for the different locations, but I'm able to make it tonight. Just want to give you an idea who's here. So by now you guys should have all received your preliminary rosters. Is that true for everybody here? Awesome, cool. If you guys didn't get it, let me know. Make sure to check your spam, junk folders, because sometimes it gets misplaced there. All right. So, big question, again, if you're seeing your roster and you're the only name on there and you sign up to an assistant coach and you're kind of freaking out, just wanted to explain the difference. This is the first season we're actually opening up the head coach button with us. Up until this season, we've had pretty much all of our coaches be volunteer coaches, and our staff instructors pretty much responsible for running the practices, organizing everything. We got a lot of people that wanted to be a head coach, say I want to do my own practice plan, and that's typically how I-9 across the nation runs. It's basically all volunteer parent coach run. They have some staff kind of coordinators to keep track of time and whatnot and referee, but really nothing about running the program. So we gave this option, starting this fall season for people that do want to coach, that have coached before. I know a bunch of people out here have that, and that's great. We don't want to tell you how to run a practice. We want you to kind of just run in the same spirit that we are running our programs in. So if you didn't choose the head coach option but picked the assistant coach option, your role there is that of an assistant coach to our instructor who will help you lead the practice. All of our staff instructors have, coached for a variety of number of years, seasons, different backgrounds, but everyone we employ as a staff instructor has usually played at a collegiate level or has coached before, so they know what they're doing. They can help you run the practices, not to worry at all. They also become the official / referee when it becomes game time. So other than like the 3-4-year-old soccer where it's just kind of chasing the beehive as it goes around, don't really need a referee for that. They're there to help support, keep things on track. Any questions to make the program better, that's what they're there for. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about the venue. This is Esperanza right now. At Esperanza right now, currently we have 4 teams of T-ball, so it's 2 3 and 4 teams, and then we have 2 5 and 7 teams. There's a chance we can open that up to more registrations. We are opening up, so we have about 8 and 9 kids respectively. If we get more, then we'll open that up for the couple more teams. Soccer, we have 10 teams this season, and flag football, we have 4 teams at Esperanza. A couple of schedule things, so we're going to be starting actually at 8 o'clock. The first cheer group, I just found out from my instructor, she can only start at 8, so we're going to be doing 8 to 9 and then 9:15 to 10:15 for cheer. But all the other programs will start at 9 o'clock, and we go up to about 11:30 with our last game. Blackout day for the season here is October 1st, and the picture week is going to be on week 4 this season. So you can see the general field layout. We have the 3 fields for soccer. The senior group, they play full field, so basically field 1 becomes a full field, field 3 is a full field. Didn't have enough kids for basketball at Esperanza this season, that's why, because we have a bunch of other options for indoors this season. That's Esperanza. Roadrunner, we have about 6 to 8 teams of T-ball, same thing, our coach pitch, we can make that into 4 teams possibly, but that's the layout right now. Soccer, 12 teams, flag football, just 2 teams in the older division. Schedule is going to range from 9 to 11:15, same blackout date, October 1st, same picture date. For those of you guys who signed up for Desert Heights, this is a new Sunday program we're offering. First time doing Sunday, we've had a lot of demand for it over the years. So it'll be kind of starting to spread the word out that we have a Sunday program now. But this first season we just have a couple teams of flag football, a couple teams of soccer, and then for basketball we have about 4 teams there. So we always want to keep a Sunday option available because a lot of people work Saturdays as well. So if you guys know anybody looking for a Sunday program, this will be a good spot kind of in North Phoenix. We ran this location over the summer for indoor basketball and it was a great turnout. So looking really happy with this venue. Really nice private school, Desert Heights. They take care of their fields and the gym, so happy to be there. All right, a little bit about I-9 Sports, what we're different. So basically here you have the core values of the league: fun, safety, convenience. We do the buddy requests, equal playing time for all the players. Safety, you guys all signed our parental pledge when you registered, so basically just says you'll refrain from the negative sideline behavior. Our league's about having fun, encouraging kids. The studies of like 78% of kids dropping out of sports by the time they're 12 because it's not fun anymore. There's too much pressure from the coaches, officials, it's too competitive. We want to keep kids in sports as long as possible. That's our goal, that's our mission. So, having fun, being safe, and having a good experience on the field. Convenience, obviously practicing game on the same day. One thing that's going to be new for this season for our flag football is we are going to be doing a travel program for the senior group, the junior group. So our 8 to 10 division is going to be playing our Roadrunner Park location. We have 2 teams in each division, so we thought, add a little bit more competitiveness to it, especially on that age group. I think the kids are ready for it. They'd rather play a couple more teams and kind of just develop as players and working with other teams. So we're excited about doing that for the first time. Looking for your feedback as well at the end. Hopefully you guys are okay with it. We did a survey. Thank you guys for those who filled it out. I think 15 people said yes and 0 said no for traveling. So I think we'll plan on doing that. It's really only 15 minutes door to door, so not that big of a deal to get a couple more teams in. Okay, so before we get into the season overview, I want to get you guys, these are the 2 emails that you're going to be getting each week. For coaches, we're going to be sending out a bi-weekly practice plan every Tuesday at 7 a.m. So you'll get it next week, next Tuesday, your first one. We used to send this out every week, but it was just a lot of emails. People were getting missed, so we're just combining, weeks 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and then, week 7. So these will be for every sport. There's a practice plan on it. Again, if you're a head coach, feel free to take a look at what we're going to be doing with the assistant coaches. Use your own material or use this as a guideline. We want to give you guys as much material as possible so that you're comfortable. One thing I like to say is that, although we have staff employees with us, things happen in life, as we all know. There could be a day where someone falls sick. I can't find someone at last minute to cover. The stuff that we're teaching these guys are really basic, so anybody, can look at a practice plan and run the drill for it. So, we provide this to you each week. Please take a look at it, download it, just in case something would come up. You guys are comfortable running the drills. If there's any questions, we're going to be giving out all of the staff contact information. Print that out. Feel free to email, call if you do have questions about the plan. Each week it'll have the sportsmanship value lesson that we'll be going over that week, and all the rules for the program as well, so you guys can get familiar with all that. The second email that you're going to get every Wednesday morning, this is going to go out to all the parents as well, is our weekly newsletter. I think we're on issue 10 now for Esperanza. That's our first location. So, but essentially our staff, site managers at every site will be going around the field taking pictures while you guys are out there coaching. It's hard to be, unless you're doing selfies of yourself out there with your selfie sticks. You can't really capture good images, so we have our staff go around, just take cool pictures, close-ups, wide shots of your experience out there. You can share it with friends, kind of see some action on the field. So that's every week. We post that to our private SmugMug account, send out the link for it. You guys can click on that link there, the picture, see all the pictures from the previous week, share it with your friends, etc. We're big on the social media thing, so if you guys are into that as well, feel free to tag me, any of our staff, or we're all kind of connected that way. We always go over we always give the parents a heads up of what the sportsmanship value is that we're going to be going over that week. So they'll be able to see that each week, along with some of the award winner pictures. And then essentially just any other additional information about Picture Week, about our end of season party. If there's any lost and found items, we always put this in the newsletter. Again, we're big on communication. I know a lot of leagues have zero communication, so for us it's a big deal. We want to keep you guys informed all the way through, and this is one way to do it. If you guys ever have a story to share or something like that, feel free to let one of our staff know, and we can get it in the newsletter as well. Okay, so Jamboree Day coming up next week for the majority of the people that are here. We ask that you guys arrive 30 minutes early to get checked in, and I'll kind of go over that process with you now. We try to make this as simple as possible. We've learned throughout the years, kind of streamline all the processes now, so it's pretty efficient. So I'm going to drive you through what to expect. First thing, when you guys get to the field, again, if you're inside Desert Heights, whatnot, you're not going to have a sign there, but all the other locations, just like you see in the picture, we'll have your sports sign on the field. There's no need to check in with us at the canopy. You guys being here tonight, this is your check-in. So go ahead and find your sports sign on the field. And then right underneath your sports sign is going to be your team number sign. So you guys have a team number sign. As you can see, those mini signs are from those bags. That's what you're going to be looking for. If everyone knows their team number, just go ahead, find your team number sign, and then stand right behind your bag. So that said, your bag will be labeled corresponding to your team number. So just double check the bag in case someone mixes it up. FO2 relates to the FO2 sign that's in front, and then you'll know you're in the right place. So for those of you guys that have been coaching before, obviously you're wearing your red coaches shirts. For those of you guys that are new to the program, there's two things that you're going to want to take out of your bag first. Number one is your lanyard, just a name tag. Just like all of our staff has name tags, we want you guys to wear a name tag as well. if you think you'll lose it at the end of the day or misplace it, if you want to turn that into us at the end of the day, we can keep it kind of with your medals that you're going to be getting as well. That way you don't have to deal with it. You can just take it off, pick it up there. This way parents can direct you by name. You know, kids can, you know, show them your name, helps them visually kind of learn it. And of course, your red coach's shirt. So you'll want to take this out, put it on. That's why if you need to use the restrooms, obviously, to change, go ahead and do that. That's why half an hour, you know, you have plenty of time to do that. Go ahead and throw on your coach's shirt. Don't have to worry about layering up this season, but the winter season, you know, long sleeves, kind of like, you know, just layering up there. So really, aside from those two things, there's two other things that you're going to want to take out. Your roster. So you guys have all got your preliminary rosters. The rosters are published online as well, so you'll always find the latest version of your roster on your My Schedule or your rosters. We are still getting late registrations, although we're selling out of just about every program right now. You know, we're still adding people to the teams. So if you do see someone new and you want to reach out, you've already sent an email to the parents, go ahead and just contact that new person, introduce yourself. You're also going to get these little parent info sheets to hand out to the parents. So really, all that we do is ask, while you're standing behind these team number signs, is just pull out your roster. These will be paper clipped. As kids are checking off to you, you can kind of check them off on your roster and hand each parent one of these little sheets. Just has you know, basic information, our weather hotline, you know, just some reminders about the season, you know, picture day, coach appreciation day, things like that. So you'll have that as well. And then one other sort of tip. We have obviously all the jerseys. This is our last season of the navy and white jerseys, and then we're going to be retiring these. I9's finally got the idea that they need to make more jerseys because I have like 10 of these at my house now for my kids, and you don't need that many. So the winter season, I think their new color is silver and white is going to be coming out, and then I think every year we'll just replenish. So we like to use the same jerseys for a year and then retire them. So one thing that we recommend, you know, while you have some time waiting for kids, on the first day everyone's going to have a name tag, so you'll be able to peel these things off. If you guys can't see, each of these name tags have a series of stars on them. Could have 1 star, could have 4 stars. Those represent how many seasons that particular player has played with us. So you'll know if you have a new time player versus someone that's been to the program before. It just sort of helps you kind of direct your attention. You can see things, so it just gives you kind of an idea on opening day. We're probably gonna, I think we're talking about doing the same thing with the coaches, different color name tags for returning coaches. That way, if someone's wearing, you know, pink or blue or something, coach name tag, you can see that that guy has been coached before. You can ask him questions as well. So one thing we recommend doing while you're waiting for your kids is go ahead and take the name tag. You'll find the sizes that correspond to each player there. They're also not this side, but there'll be a label on the coaches on the jersey itself. Go ahead and just say small. James has a small. I'm gonna give this guy a small. Put James's name tag just right here. That way, when the kids check in with you, they're ready to go. You can hand them a jersey. It's already got their name tag on. You don't have to peel it off. It just saves a lot of time, and it just kind of a nice thing. You already know. Hey, James, here you go. Reach them with the name tag. So recommend doing that. Just saves a lot of time. Moving along, if you're flag football, you will have either a white belt or a black belt. We'll be labeling these on the rosters, but essentially the whites are for our kind of peewee group. It's extra small or small jersey sizes. Just relates to the waistband, and the black one is for our medium, large, and extra large jerseys. If you're a T-ball coach, you'll have all your T-ball hats there in the bag as well. Instead of putting the jersey, the name tag on the shirt, we ask that you guys for T-ball put them on the hat, because these get left behind all the time. So it's just nice to know, you know, everyone can collect their name tag. You guys can easily see the names too, because you're looking down on these guys. But that's a better spot for T-ball to put them on. That way, you know, we don't have any lost hats. Feel free, you know, to remind the parents to go ahead and label the inside as well with a Sharpie, just in case the name tag, you know, gets wet or falls off or whatnot. We have that there. Okay, I think that is our coaches' bags. Moving along. All right, so we talked about changing into your coach's shirt, wearing your name tag. greeting the kids, giving them. So before you guys start digging in the bags to hand them out, again, if you wanted to lay them all out, put the name tags on them and put them back in the bag. One thing we like to do on Jamboree Day is, when you guys are down there trying to hand out jerseys, we found that you're covering your sports sign, people can't see that you're a coach, you may not have your shirt on, just creates more confusion. So if you guys can do us a big favor and just take out the roster, don't worry about the jerseys right now, give the parents the parent info sheets, mark the kids off, have the kids just kind of form a line behind you, and wait till you have about 75% of the kids. Once you have that, go ahead and make your way out to your field, and from there we're going to ask the parents to stick back. As you can see right here, we're having a brief parent meeting. This is some of our soccer instructors there. So while you guys are out on your field, starting to give out the jerseys, our instructors are going to hold the parents back and give them a very mini version of this meeting. The 5-minute spiel, introduce themselves, their background on their experience, and just a little bit of basic information about the league. Again, communication is key, so we want to just introduce ourselves to you guys and let you know about us. And then after the parent meeting, the instructors will come back on the field, and then you'll start your warm-up stretches and practice. While you guys are giving out the name tags, we ask that you come up with 2 team names, so first choice and second choice. Everyone wants to be the Cardinals or the Suns or whatnot, so pick a standard name if the kids like that, and then pick a name like the Ninja Warriors or the Super Mario race cars. We have all kinds of fun names, so whoever turns in the first name will always give you the first choice, but come up with 2 names. Let your instructors know your team names, we'll write it down for you. If not, when you guys are leaving at the end of the day, stop by our tent and tell us your team names, you can write it down. And then from there on out, you won't be known as the TO2s, you'll be known as the Ninja Warriors for the rest of the season. Kids will like that a lot better. So at the end of the day, for you guys, please go ahead and just turn in your coaches' bags. Flag football, same thing. You guys don't need, there's no practices outside of the Saturdays, so you guys really don't need a coach's bag. We ask that for flag football, collect all the flags, put them back in the bag and turn them in with us. That way, if you guys are ever out sick, something like that, we have your coach's bags. And they're not stuck in the car getting towed away when the kids have flag belts. Yeah, everybody else, just turn on your bags, and if you want to keep your final roster, that's fine. You can write jersey numbers down on them. We'll include a pen in the coach's bag as well, so if you guys do want to write number 15 is Jason, number 12, that way after week 1 when the name tags fall off, you guys can know that number 12 is Jason, and so on and so forth. Alright, so week 2, this is when we start our sportsmanship value lessons. Again, from here on out, from weeks 2 through 7, you guys will be coming 15 minutes early, and that's just to give you guys enough time to stop by our canopy like this coach is doing. He's picking up his medals, and allows you just to talk to the instructor to go over the practice plan or any kind of questions you have. Gives you more time, and again, big on greeting the kids, coaches being the first ones there, just gives you some more buffer time to prepare yourself for the season there. So again, we send out the sportsmanship lesson in the previous week for the lesson plans every Tuesday. But we'll be so in the past we've been kind of having these at the canopy for you guys to pick up. One thing that we're going to be doing different starting this season, we kind of test drove it over the summer program. We're not going to be doing that anymore. We found that a lot of the coaches would forget to go over their sportsmanship topic with their kids. They do it at the end of the season, or the end of the game rather. So we just decided that this is going to be something that our staff instructors are going to be doing as part of their routine. So before practice starts, we're going to give like a 5-minute buffer, but like say your practice starts at 9, by 9:05, we're going to blow the whistle. Instructors will gather all the kids, even if there's 4 teams. We're going to grab all the kids, have them sit down in front of us. Coaches, you can stand behind the instructor on the side of them as well, and our instructors will be going over the sportsmanship topics with the kids. You guys can certainly read these in advance. If you guys have things to add to it, please feel free. It's not about just us delivering them. If you guys have your own ideas and want to engage them, the idea is to spend the first 3 to 5 minutes of practice, what's taking turns, guys? What does that mean to you? What's an example of taking turns? Engage them, and so during the practice, you guys can reinforce it. Hey guys, we're working on taking turns. Who wants to earn this shiny medal at the end of the practice today? So let's see it. Throughout the practice and the game, we'll be reinforcing these value lessons. Another thing in our program, that stands us out. So again, 15 minutes before on the first day, you guys are going to stop by your canopy, pick up your sportsmanship medal. By week 6 of the season, all the kids on your team should have one of these guys, because on week 7, everyone's going to be getting a participation medal. At the end of the day, when you guys award these, we'd like to have you guys send over your award winners, just like this guy, to take a picture with our sign. This is sort of a 2-part full reason. One is so that we can help you keep track of who's got the medal. So if there's 10 kids on your team, which a lot of them there are, week 4 comes by, you're wondering who's got the medal. We've recorded it down already. We can show you, hey, you got 6 medals left to give. Here's who needs them. Also, taking these pictures, we're posting these on the newsletter each week as well. These are always fun, shots to share with friends, family. They go a long way. For our 3 and 4-year-olds, so we know when the 3 and 4-year-olds don't get a medal, there's going to be meltdowns, and so we're prepared for that. We have our I9 Sports stamps. So our instructors will have these guys, and so after you guys give your medals, we expect the meltdowns, but have no fear, our instructors will be coming by with these guys. Everyone's sticking out their hands and stamping them, so it takes the pain away, the sting of the cry right away, and they have this cool stamp. We just tell them to not wipe their nose or their sweat, because it'll leave these nice smear marks all over the face. But it is washable, I promise. They will come off. But it's a good thing for those that didn't get the medal for the 3 and 4-year-olds. Moving along. So week 3 is just a standard practice and game. And then week 4 is our survey week. It also happens to be our picture week, which I'll talk about in a second. So week 4, this is the survey company, Listen 360. It's a corporate sort of run, driven survey that'll go out to all you guys, as well as all the families that participated. Again, if you've taken them last season, please take it again. Every season counts for us. We look for 9s and 10s for everybody. We try to make the best program as possible. Please also don't wait till week 4 to let us know that there's something wrong. If there's something we can address on week 1, week 2, let us know right away so we can take care of that for you. This is super important to us. I think our surveys network-wide right now is about 60% for the network of all the I9s around the nation. Ours here in North Phoenix, we're about a 74-75%, which is huge. And it's all about just making sure we're running the best program. We want you guys to have a great experience, want the kids to have a great experience. So this is just a tool that the corporate does, but we take it serious. I read every single comment, good or bad. We read it, we share it with our staff so they understand what's happening as well. And our staff is awarded bonuses for delivering a good program as well, keeping things on time. So please, when you guys get these, encourage your parents to take them yourself. And yeah. So pictures are coming up on week 4 this season. So we've been using this company, Portrait Effects, for the past probably year and a half now. They do a great job. Super pleased with them. You might be wondering what they're doing in that picture there. So essentially, they shoot everybody individually on a green screen. There is no team photo, and you might scratch your head and saying, "What? There's no team photo?" There actually is a team photo, but it's a really nice composited team photo at the end. You don't have the kid staring off to space. You don't have the kid picking the nose or not smiling. Everybody's kind of a nicely posed picture, and in the end, it creates an image like this. So that's my little dude there. But nice, high quality, glossy photo. You guys being coaches will get a free coach kit picture, and it just makes a nice team photo. Everyone's looking in the right direction. Everyone's smiling, looking good. So really pleased with these guys. They do a great job, super efficient. The schedule may change slightly on that one, so we'll be sending out an email prior to that about the time if there's any adjustment. Obviously, with lots of people coming to the field at the same time, shooting individual, they get there pretty fast, but we allow extra time for that so it doesn't interfere with our practice and game. So on week three, we'll be handing out the picture packets to you guys. We used to hand them out on opening day, but we found that people lose them. They get wet, they get thrown in the laundry, whatever. You guys will have a coach's form on these as well. We'll also be including the digital links that you can download from the lesson plans each week. But when you guys get these, you'll come in on week 3. When you pick up your medals, we'll also give you a packet. Please just hand these out first thing to all the parents as they arrive. That way you can remind them the pictures are the next week and they can have one of these packets in advance. One thing you guys can do is order online ahead of time. We encourage the parents to do that as well. It's just save some time on picture day. You also get a cool free luggage tag by doing that online. All they require is just a receipt of the online purchase, and that's all you need as far as paperwork. You don't have to bring anything hard copy on picture day. All right, so week 6. So week 5 is just a standard practice and game. Week 6 is our coach appreciation week. So it's a normal week, but we like to have a week to recognize you guys. There's a teacher appreciation week. There's staff appreciation week. We like to have a coach appreciation week to recognize you guys for being out there. For delivering a great experience for the kids, for motivating them. You guys are a huge part of our program. If we didn't have you guys, we wouldn't exist. So we do a little something nice for you guys. We also send something out to the parents, let them know. Simple handshake, high five, just a thank you goes a long way. That's the minimum. I mean, we've seen gift cards, cookies, whatever it is. Just a little bit of recognition for you guys is all we're asking for. And obviously, you're a big part of this program, so we appreciate that. So before our last day of the season, we'll be back here at Peter Piper. Again, something new this season. We used to be, we started it last season actually, the summer. We used to be doing these on Saturday after the game, but we know that everyone's got busy schedules right after the game on Saturdays. There's birthday parties that you got to go to and whatnot. So these meetings will be, end of season parties will be the Thursday prior to the last one. So I think we started from 5 to 8:30. We encourage you guys to RSVP, talk to your parents on the team. So, there's a great deal, 3 large pizzas for $44. So if you guys, talk to your parents on the team, see who's going to be coming, get a list of them. That way, you guys are not responsible for paying this. We get that question. But if there's 10 kids on the team, it's $4 a person and you get, 3 extra large pizzas. There's also these MVP awards here. We'll ask that you guys fill out one of these per player, hand them out the Saturday before, or if you wanted to, if your whole team's coming, just bring them that Thursday and hand them out here, just 10 free tokens for them. It's just a fun way to, kind of end the season before you guys end it on Saturday. Gets everybody together. We always do a registration promotion, hint for the next season. If you guys missed the registration deadline for the winter season, you want to sign up. Good opportunity to talk to people on your team. Hey, you can sign it up. You guys want the same coach? We do a $20 off special, at the Peter Piper. So definitely recommend you guys come. It's not just for that. Peter Piper has been cool. They host some games. They do if you RSVP, there's an ice cream eating contest for the kids. They do a bunch of different contests, little games aside from just the token-driven games out there. So that's pretty cool. And week 7, final week of the season, instead of collecting your sportsmanship medals on the last week, you guys will be coming by to get your participation medals. So we'll be handing you a bag, one per player for your team. Just like when you hand these out at the end of the game, you'll sit all the kids down, semicircle, calling them up one by one. Take the the medal out of the bag. You know, no one likes to be handed like a Cracker Jack, you know, prize with the wrapper on it. You want to know what the surprise is. So take this out. Go ahead and like call each player up individually. Put the medal on them. Have everyone clap it up. Celebrate. One other thing we do at the end of the season, it takes a little bit of coordination, but it's well worth it. So you guys might have seen that video, all the kids running through the breakaway banner. You know, we try to get all the parents to kind of form a tunnel before their last practice, before the last game. Form a big tunnel, creates a lot of good energy. You know, we have the block rocker out there with Eye of the Tiger and the smoke machine, so they crash through it. It's a lot of fun, a lot of good energy for that last game. That is the overview of the season. So we'll talk a little bit about just the coach expectations that we have for you guys. So first and foremost, every week, wear your coach's shirt, wear your name tag. Just helps us identify, you know, that you're the coach. Come to the canopy, you know, every time you guys check in. Make sure you guys pick up your medals. Really important to do that first thing before you set your coolers down and whatnot. That way you just get it and it's ready to go. Have your guys' site managers, instructors' contact information. If you know you guys are going to miss a practice, if you guys know you're going to be out of town, please let us know in advance. That way we can make sure we're covered. We ask that you guys do the first step, which is contacting the other members of your team to see if there's another parent. Hey, would you mind? I'm going to be out on October 1st, October 10th, whatever it is. Would you mind covering the team? Anyone can help out would be appreciated. They don't need to fill out the online form volunteer application. They can just step in for that day. We'll share with them the practice plan, or you can send it to them because you'll have it in advance as well. But just ask that you let us know, so that the worst thing that can happen is all your parents show up with the kids. There's no coach. We didn't know about it. No one else knew about it. We can't do much at that time. If we know about it in advance, you know, even if a parent can't step up, we'll have our staff instructor fill in for the coach that day. That way we definitely have a program and keep things going. I know a lot of the other leagues out there, I hear coaches don't show up, that's it, you go home. There's no practice, there's nothing you can do about it. So we avoid that at all costs. Showing good sportsmanship, respect. Obviously we're teaching the kids sportsmanship. We like you guys to demonstrate the same thing on the field. You know, don't argue with the refs if you see something, you know, a bad call. Don't argue with the coaches on the other team. Keep it all positive, light, good spirit. Equal playing time, it's a big thing for us. You know, basketball, flag football, where we're doing substitutions, soccer. We don't do 10 on 10, we usually do like 7 on 7 max. For flag football, obviously basketball, 5 on 5 max. Make sure everyone's getting equal playing time. If you got a star quarterback or a point guard scoring up a lot of team, that's great for him. Let him be the bigger person and show how good of a teammate player he is by letting other people have a chance to score, you know, passing the ball, giving other people's, you know, be the number one assist instead of the number one scorer. Make sure you guys are rotating the players. We like to have at least 2 volunteer coaches per team, you know, one so someone can just be responsible for helping out with the substitution, making sure everyone's getting equal playing time. That's a really big deal. Make sure people are playing different positions, rotate them around. You know, it shouldn't be the same quarterback the whole time. Change positions, let everyone have a chance to play. Sportsmanship award medals, you know, we touched on this already, but again, our staff will be doing that first 3 to 5 minutes. Make sure you guys, when that whistle blows, head on over with your team. Do a good job bringing them over. We'll get that lesson delivered and start to practice. Make sure you guys remember to award a player each week for that medal. Don't forget to leave it in your pocket. Make sure to award it. Send that player back to our tent so we can get the picture and help you guys keep track of it. You guys can also online, there's like a virtual medal trophy. You guys can virtually award those in the trophy case. They show up on the player's, you know, trophy case online. Make sure, you know, when we blow the whistle, start the game and stuff, that's not time to go get snacks or another water break. Our instructors will be blowing the whistle for water breaks, things like that. Just sort of respect the timing. Just we have other teams coming in afterwards. We try to start and end on time every week. The post game, the wrap up. So at the end of the game, before we guys distribute the medals, we like to line up. You know, have your kids line up behind your team line up behind you each side. Arms out, you know, good game, sort of tunnel thing. make sure everyone's at the end of every game you guys do that. It just, again, reinforces that good sportsmanship, good game to everybody, win or lose, it doesn't matter. It's all about having fun out there. After that, bring all the kids back to you. You know, some of our instructors may come back again, or this is your time to kind of wrap up with your team and, you know, award your medal. You know, have everyone clap it up. You know, talk about how well they did. You know, we focus on passing and dribbling. Next week we're going to be working on this. I want to see more of that. Talk to them about their progress, how they do. And then we always like to end every game before you split off for the snacks or whatnot. All the hands in, 1, 2, 3, go team, whatever it is. Just end it with that team break. It always just is a nice closer to each day. As far as snacks go, we like to ask that you guys bring snacks on the first day and then remind the parents. We're going to be sending out more communication about this, but it always helps if the coach brings the first day and say, hey parents, just a reminder, to go to your schedule online, you'll be able to see all the weeks. Click on a week to assign snacks. If they don't do that, you can assign it for them. You know, snacks is a big deal. At the end of the game, kids are hungry. You know, waters, you know, refreshments, orange slices, crackers, whatever it is. Try to do it on the healthy side, you know, as best as we can. I mean, we're out there burning calories. We want to be adding more calories there. Just definitely encourage the parents to sign up for snacks. You know, sometimes people don't do it. Just keep saying, parents, we need you to sign up for snacks, please. Especially if you're looking on the thing and there's a lot of weeks that are not filled with snacks. You know, we don't expect you guys to cover each week and bring snacks. That's their job as well. Look out for sort of the non-official volunteer. If there's another guy not wearing a 99 Sports coach shirt, but he's on the field or on the sideline barking orders or doing this stuff, you know, our staff will kind of look out for it, but just say, hey, if you want to help out, we could definitely use it. Just go stop by the tent, fill out a volunteer application, and you guys can coach along with us, you know. Don't be shy, put on a shirt, you know, that's what we like to say. Number one thing, have fun, guys. It's a good experience out there at the end of the day. We want you all leaving with smiles. We want your kids leaving with smiles. That's what it's about. Number one thing, have fun. All right, and then parent communication. So we ask that you guys contact, if you haven't done so already, by this coming Wednesday. Just if you have the time, I know everyone's got busy work schedules. If you can't pick up the phone, 2-minute introduction. Hey, I'm Coach Mike. Be coaching your team. I'm signed up to being a volunteer coach, but I'll be there each week. You know, this week I might not be here. Would you be open to filling in? You know, just sort of introduce yourself. Remind them to show up 15 minutes early on opening day, and you know, just let them know. I did the last email you guys got saying that the rosters were published. It did have a link, you know, for each of the sites. Download that PDF if you don't have time to make a phone call. Copy and paste it into an email. Change the highlighted things, you know, the name, the email address, and shoot it off. You know, that's it. It's got all the information on there. That's all they need to know. You know, at the very least, if you guys can do that for every player on the team, much appreciated. That way everyone's on the same page come opening day. For our fields, we don't, you know, we tell the parents no dogs are smoking, obviously, so obviously you guys can help do your part on that. That's appreciated. We've had some, you know, parents that have, you know, spouses or husbands that, husbands or wives that have extra time that want to help out. You know, you were the coach and take those duties. We've had parents, you know, send emails each week to the team, not required at all, but encouraged if you guys can do so. Just, hey, essentially just copying information that's on the schedule. This week we're playing the Tiger Sluggers. You know, Lisa's signed up to bring snacks already, so we're covered there. Please know we do have a dairy allergy, so you know, no yogurts and things like that. Forgot to mention that, guys. Opening day, find out, or when you're making your introduction calls or emails, ask if there's any allergies so we can avoid any EpiPens or things like that on the field. Haven't had to do it yet, so please help us out doing that as well. You know, sportsmanship lesson this week is taking turns. That's what we're going to be going over with the kids this week. Just a simple thing, just kind of summarizes it. You know, again, not expected, not required. If you guys have the extra time and want to communicate, we love communication. Make a big deal out of those positive, you know, first time things that happen. First time that guy knocks it off the tee, celebrate that moment. First touchdown, first basket, you know, first goal. Celebrate those. Lots of high fives, guys. Lots of high fives on the field. These are sometimes the kids' first time ever touching a soccer ball, first time touching a baseball bat. Make a big deal. Make them love what they're doing, feel good about what they're doing. So celebrate those moments. Again, number one thing is having fun. I always talk about the one example of, and it happens every season. The soccer player scores the goal on the wrong goal, and we don't say, "Oh no, why'd you do that?" We say, "Good job, awesome goal, man. Next time we want to go for that goal over there." So, just encourage it. Don't make them feel bad for scoring the wrong goal. Say, "You did a great job scoring that goal, but we want to go that way." So it's simple things like that can crush your spirits, but you turn it around in a positive light, and we're all good. Respect the fields. If you guys have snacks, help us clean up a little bit. Obviously, we rent these fields from all the schools and facilities. We want to come back every season. They want us to come back, but we gotta take care of their fields as well. Look around when you guys are leaving for any lost and found items. If you do find something, a football or a water bottle, we get tons of them at the end. Go ahead and turn it into the canopy at the end of the day, and we take a picture of it. We put it on the newsletter, so that way, oh yeah, those are my kids' sunglasses. Cool. Thanks for finding those. So we post those every week. And then the Monday morning rule, haven't had to use it at all, but simple thing, if there is anything heated on the field, any incidents like that, we just ask you guys to mull it over the weekend, think about it if it's a big deal or not. Monday morning, if it's still a big deal, you can give me a call, I'll take care of it, but 9 times out of 10, a glass of wine Saturday night, everything's cool, not a big deal. Yeah, well, what are we thinking? Okay, and that's usually how it ends, and I never got that call on Monday. So unless there's something serious, and obviously that's why we have staff there to kind of deal with things like that. But if there's ever an argument or something like that, be the bigger person, just kind of walk away from it. Our staff will sort of take care of it. And that's that. Any general questions? Cool. Guys, thank you so much for coming. It really means a lot that you're here tonight. Sincerely appreciate you coming. Hope you guys learned something about this. So once again, if you guys have individual questions, I'll be sticking around for a little bit, packing up. Fidel's T-ball, Robert's, everything, but specifically soccer, basketball. He's going to be doing basketball at Shiloh. Craig, soccer, any location for soccer, Craig can answer. James is flag football. So ask away questions. You'll be at the beginning. We're working on the schedules. Hope to have those published for you tomorrow, so you'll be able to see that. We'll be sending an email to all the parents saying, hey, schedules are published. And then on Monday, there'll be some more information. Tuesday, you guys will get your first practice plans. And we'll see you Saturday, Sunday next week. Thanks so much again, guys.